It's your girl Creole. Let's go. It's your girl Creole. It's your boy Retro. It's your boy Retro. It's your boy. It's your boy Retro. Retro. It's your boy. Retro. Let's go. It's Creole. Let's go. It's Creole. Let's go. Your girl Creole. Let's go. Your girl Creole. Oh yeah. It's your girl Creole. Let's go. It's your girl Creole. It's your boy Retro. It's your boy Retro. But yeah.
This is your boy Retro.
And this is your girl Creole.
And this is another episode of All But Yeah. Look, we did it together for once. What's up, y'all? Look, today is Wednesday?
We keep it a gangster today, that's why.
It's Gangsta Wednesday.
It is Wednesday.
The 24th?
It's the 24th. So I know y'all like, what did we do to deserve a second episode back to back?
First of all, I had a birthday, y'all. 1. I made 38. Thank you, Lord Jesus. I'm knocking close on that 40 door. Motherfuckers.
Oh yeah, it's coming up fast.
No, it's not. Shut your ass up.
Coming up fast.
No, it's not. Anyway, it's a beautiful day today. It's, got a nice little breeze outside. Look, it's not as cool as it was yesterday, but
no, the humidity is definitely coming back.
Man, festival time.
Just in time for Jazz Fest.
Just in time.
Nice and hot and sweaty.
This Jazz Fest weekend, right?
First weekend of Jazz Fest. First gates open Thursday this year.
Where's the rain?
Well,
if they don't get it this week, it's gonna be next week.
Yeah, supposedly no rain this week.
So next week it's gonna rain.
Yeah, but this year, so they always have like Locals Day. Well, not always, but like some years back they added Locals Day on the second week where they would open Jazz Fest on Thursday. So this year, both weeks are gonna have Thursdays. So Jazz Fest opens on Thursday for the first week. So first, the gates open for Jazz Fest, I think like 10 a.m. Thursday.
Oh, shit, if I had tickets in the lounge here,
and then people going to be piled at the gate, ready to trample each other to get in. They were saying, I think they were saying one of the days is sold out. Or maybe all of it is sold out.
I can believe that.
Because the Rolling Stones are finally coming.
Come on.
After like delays and delays.
Come a couple of years
and
ago,
delays,
right?
Yeah. Between COVID and I think Mick Jagger had like injured himself,
right,
and all of that stuff like that. And so after years and years and years of delays, they were able to get
finally getting the Rolling Stones.
They're finally getting the Rolling Stones back. Yeah,
back. They came before.
I'm sure they came back years ago.
Right.
Like, you understand, Jazz Fest is like 30, 40 years old. Like,
I'm older than it.
You're not older than Jazz Fest. I don't think you're older than Jazz Fest.
You saying 30 to 40 years?
Oh,
if it's 30, I'm 38.
That's true.
I want to say I'm probably older than it.
We might be. I know my parents used to take me as a baby.
Don't ask my dad if he got any tickets this year. If he do, they usually go on Sunday to the gospel thing.
Yeah, the Rolling Stones are next week, and the Foo Fighters are coming back.
Foo Fighters.
Because you remember the Foo Fighters had to cancel when the drummer died.
Foo Fighters.
So they're coming back this year too. They're both going to be next weekend. Rolling Stones are on the 2nd and Foo Fighters are on the 3rd.
So I did a thing the other day. I went and met up with Brown to get my papers notarized so I can get registered for the thing to do, Mallory's wedding. And I drove down Frenchman Street and I got my horn with me and I got my business cards in there. I said, you know what? I'm going to drive by any musicians that I see. I'm going to hand them my card. So I drove by. I did one sweep. I drove by. I saw a horn player and a guitar player. I said, make the loop. So I made the loop. I didn't see the guitar player, but I saw the horn player. And he was a sax player. And I gave him my card. And he gave me this sticker.
Oh, excuse me. Corpus Chicanery?
Yeah. That's the name of his group or wherever he does music. He got a little project on Apple Music. All platforms, if you look it up. Corpus Chicanery. That's CHICA.
So corpus means body.
RY. That means body?
Corpus means body. Like corpse.
Okay. So what the hell is chicanery? I didn't know that. So is that what Corpus Christi is? Body of Christ?
Chicanery is trickery or deception.
Tricky body.
Tricky body, yeah.
Body of tricks. Okay. Anyway, like I say, I gave him my card. Obviously the dude was high because when I pulled up to give him the thing, he was lighting up his pipe, his weed pipe, and I'm like, man, oh, Frenchman, she got this light up. I say, well, it's Frenchman, whatever.
Right.
So
the quarter has slightly different rules.
Right. Obviously, I'm waiting to walk down there and see your boy. Who's the voodoo dude?
Oh, Dr. Facilia?
No, the voodoo off of the Covenant. They had to give him drugs and shit. What's his name?
Oh, Papa Tunde.
I wouldn't be surprised walking down there and seeing Papa Tunde.
No. That was Papa Legba.
Papa Legba.
Papa Legba.
I wouldn't be surprised going down there and seeing him doing a line of coke during the day.
Facts.
And nobody ain't saying shit about it.
Facts.
Yeah,
all facts.
All anyway, facts. So he was smoking his pipe, and I was like, yeah, I play horn. He's like, all right, man, cool, yeah. I say, look, I'm just looking to collab with other musicians and whatnot. I say, well, most definitely. So, like I said, he was high. But he said he had a gig today at Tipitina's. He said he had a ticket. And he said, hey, man, you want to go? I'll hit you up. And, man, we can hang out like bros after. I'm like, sure, whatever. I don't think he remembers. But,
no.
Like I said, the man was high. And then I was like, hey, man, I don't mean to keep it, but you got a gig or something? He's like, yeah, I'm right over here. And like, I'm like, well, what time you gig for? He's like, it's right now. We're supposed to be on. I said, man, go ahead, handle your business, bro. Nice meeting you. Da 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 da. So
musicians are a different breed of people.
Yeah, that whole thing is crazy. But I it's New Orleans. What can you say?
Very much so.
What can you say? Like I said, I'm trying to branch myself out there and whatnot.
And by the way, French Quarter Fest started in 1970, so it's older than both of us.
French Quarter Fest or the Jazz Fest?
I mean Jazz Fest. Jazz Fest was started in 1970, so it's as old as Uncle Mark. Sorry.
So
sorry to put you out, Uncle Mark. But yeah, it's as old as Uncle Mark.
She tried to sneak and do her drugs, y'all. But like I say, I'm just trying to network with other musicians and try to get out there, try to gig more, play more, get iron sharpen iron. And I look on Sundays I play at my cousin's church, which is fine and dandy, but we've been playing the same hymns for the past.
Well, you gotta pay your dues to God.
I think they
play your, and then you gotta pay you gotta play your secular music later. You gotta do like Motown days.
Well, I did that, so now it's time for my secular music time now. Okay, and that's what I'm trying to get into. What I want to do is when I went for my birthday, to Lakeview. I wanted to talk to the manager. I might have to email.
How about playing
call.
there?
I was gonna suggest like, hey, maybe one Saturday out the month, y'all bring back the brunch.
Yeah.
And I'll provide music. Because they got enough room, enough space. And if it takes off well, we could do, we could just, like I say, we do it one Saturday out the month to test it.
Right.
And if it picks up, then we could do 2 Saturdays out the month.
And see, me and Mo was just talking about this the other night. Well, last night. We need to bring back the bougie brunches.
What you mean?
Man, dog. I saw this post of these girls who was like, these are our brunch outfits. And it was just like coochie cutter shorts. And this one girl had on a denim shirt, a denim jacket with no shirt underneath it and all that. I was like, boy, I regret that they niggas discovered brunch. And I don't mean black people, niggas.
Yeah, there's a difference.
And because
I ain't gonna lie. I understand what you're saying.
And Mo was like, no, they probably going to one of them club restaurants that they call brunch. And it's true. That's what she was like, bitch, get off the fucking table. I ain't trying to see you twerk next to my omelet. Like,
right.
Like, I want to go back to like, brunch used to be my like hoity-toity time, like my time that I got to feel like bougie,
right?
And
like no lie, when you took me to the country club, I like, oh my goodness, this is nice.
Like drinking mimosas out of champagne glasses and stuff, and it's not even like dress up, but just like a little nice, like a nice casual type thing.
It's like, but you go in the club dreams, nice button down,
right? Like you feel like you like. Put on your shirt with the puffy sleeves and maybe wear a little heel or a cute sandal and your nice glasses and stuff. And you drink your bottomless mimosas from a champagne glass and all of this stuff. Man, y'all niggas are, we doing brunch, but y'all playing like bounce music and shit, chicks on top of the table twerking and shit. Like, y'all in coochie cutter shorts acting like y'all going to the club in the middle of the damn daytime because y'all discovered day drinking is actually the move. Like, dog, like, I'm not trying to be in an atmosphere where the music loud as shit. And I'm not in the daytime, bro. And then, like, the drinks and stuff for y'all version of brunch is just like regular hood cocktails. Like, get this Henny such and such. Like, dog, I'm not trying to drink an Incredible Hulk at 11 o'clock in the morning.
No, we doing straight mimosas, orange juice and champagne, pineapple juice, champagne, strawberry lemonade and champagne. Everything is with a champagne.
Like champagne, you either get a mimosa or Bellini, or you get a Bloody Mary.
There you go.
Which is the other like morning cocktail, or you get like a coffee alcohol or whatever, with like Bailey's or something, you know. But
you're not getting no hard liquor.
But yeah, like I be seeing some of y'all and like niggas being out there like, oh yeah, they got a section and all this stuff like that. And niggas like drinking Henny from the head, from the bottle, like just taking it to the head at like 10:30, 11 o'clock in the morning. Talk about, we brunching. Like, nah, son. Oh, like we gotta get back to brunches being bougie. I'm sorry.
Yeah. So I think I'm gonna try to do a little research and reach out to him. But see, I got, I work on the weekends, so it would have to be.
We're gonna get you a 9 to 5 Monday through Friday soon, or at least a Monday through Friday.
We'll see. So if I do
I'm about to work
it,
weekends.
Like temporary shit. So if I do it, it would be. I would probably have them talk about maybe open up and possibly 9. Be a little bit, just a little hour earlier.
Yeah.
Do 9, 10, 11, 12, 1, 2. Because the country club usually do it to 3.
They normally do it till 3.
Yeah. So to 2.
Country club is 10 to 3.
So actually,
I miss my country club
10,
days.
11, 12, 1, 2. No, that's 4 hours is good enough.
Yeah.
Yeah, and then I can jet out and leave, go home, get ready for work. So yeah, okay,
I miss my country club days.
me too. Me too.
That was the
The
move.
original
That was
country club.
that was the move until all the transplants found out about it and just took it over. As they always do, they colonize things from us.
Bastards. So yeah, but like I said, I'm gonna see about that because I think that'll bring them good. Because like I said, they had good food. I enjoyed their brunch.
No, they did, and big old wine glasses of mimosas,
Exactly.
bottomless mimosas.
So yeah, like I said, I'm gonna reach out to them, see if they're interested in that, because I provide entertainment, and like I said, if it's it's going good, and break us off some change. You hear me? What else I wanted to say? No, but yeah, that's what we're talking about.
Oh
The
man.
good old days.
So, if you guys are wondering why y'all are being blessed with another podcast, so
my
close
God.
together, it is because as soon as we hit stop record last week,
Mind you,
the world went crazy.
if you don't remember last week's podcast, we was talking about P. Diddy and all that, and we also mentioned about the beef between Kendrick and J. Cole.
Correct.
And Creole.
Well, Kendrick and J. Cole, but it's more like Drake versus everybody. Because it's Drake versus Kendrick versus Future versus A$AP Rocky versus Rick Ross.
Well, with all that being said, she was like, do you remember when rap beef used to be real rap beef? They used to drop real diss tapes.
Ooh,
Man,
child.
I missed that.
I'm sorry. I'm sorry I called for this level of disrespect.
As many times as we wish and pray for certain things, God must have listened to her that day.
It is one of the weird things that God listens to. It's always a weird thing
And if you
that
haven't,
God listens to for me.
if you haven't heard it,
God, give me $1 million. Absolutely not. God, give me a good rap beef. Oh, you can have that.
if you haven't heard it, between Chris Brown and
Let's do Drake first.
all right, you go ahead and do Drake.
Let's do Let's do the less violent one.
I'm gonna be honest with you, I'm not too much tuned in on the Drake beef.
Let's
shit.
do the less violent
But
one.
this other one, I am.
Let's kind of ease
We go ahead and ease.
into
We
the
go-
violence.
Go ahead, ease.
Because one is definitely not only on wax. I'll
Yeah.
put it that way.
Yeah. So you go ahead.
So to re-sum up what we talked about last week about the Drake versus pretty much the We Don't Trust You gang.
We don't trust you crew.
So just a quick recap if you didn't listen last week. And if you've been under a rock, because surprisingly some people have, because there's some people who are seriously online going, wait, what the fuck is going on? Sorry. Still recovering. So, Metro Boomin puts out an album called We Don't Trust You. Okay? Metro Boomin puts out this album and it features The Weeknd, Kendrick Lamar, Future, why am I drawing blanks? A$AP Rocky, and all of these people. And essentially, everybody on that album takes some kind of dig at Drake.
Fucking Drake.
Drake and Metro Boomin don't get along. And now, even though Drake and Future has done all these songs and albums together, Future throwing shots at Drake.
That's crazy.
Kendrick throwing shots at Drake. A$AP tried to throw shots at Drake. That didn't make sense. At least the shot he sent at Drake made no sense.
Can I make a quick comment?
Yeah.
First of all, fuck Future, because every song that Drake and Future have done that I heard that I like, I never like Future parts.
No.
They always fuck up the floor thing. Like that working every day on the man. I love that track.
Yeah.
Until Future part comes on.
Well,
so,
because Future makes them change the fucking beat. Because he can't rap on the same beat that Drake raps on.
Right.
So the whole thing fucking changes and throws the whole thing off instead of just staying on that same beat. Right. It's that same like Atlanta rap, which we get to later also. And so, yeah, so they all like took shots at Drake on Metro Boomin's album. So, we discussed that last week. Fast forward to, like I said, right after we start recording last week, things like just beefed up. So then Drake drops Drop and Give Me 50. So Drake dropped Hop and Give Me 50, where essentially he goes back at everybody and he essentially tells Future that your first hit was because of me.
Hello. Let's be real.
He essentially tells K-Dot, this is not you, but if you want to get in this, like your last album didn't do that well and you got small ass feet. Which even more savagery is the fact that the cover for Drop and Give Me 50 is like the label on a shoebox with the shoe size that says 7, like US 7, like UK whatever. You know how they have the different size conversions for every country. But that's what the label is for the Drop and Give Me 50 album.
Okay. Yeah, that's for that one.
So that's for that one. So like I said, he says, Future got his first hit because of Drake. True. Kendrick Lamar's last album didn't do that well and he had small feet. Also true.
Sorry, yo.
And then he tells Metro Boomin to just shut the hell up and make some beats.
Make some beats, nigga.
And then, of course, like I said last week, Rick Ross randomly and not randomly, inserted himself in the beef. And so, same thing. He told Ross that like all of his biggest hits have Drake on it. Also fucking true. So
I mean, Dice Pineapple.
I mean, right.
Ash, the Martin music. I mean, come on.
Right. Like every time you turn around, Khaled was like putting him and Ross together. So
that's crazy how a nigga help you make some hits. Y'all sit here and turn on me?
So Drake dropped Drop and Give Me 50. Of course, tapping into his imaginary Louisiana roots.
True.
Drake is like, it's in there somewhere. Lil Wayne rubbed off on me somewhere.
That's what I was about to say. Weezy blessed him with that. I've been baptized in the waters in the swamplands of Louisiana, baby.
Right.
I'm part of it.
If you ask Drake, he's from New Orleans. Like he's a red nigga from New Orleans.
Ward, boy.
He's a red nigga from New Orleans if you ask him.
Nigga Gentili.
I guess it was like some seance that Wayne did and was like, you are now officially a New Orleanian. So yeah. So Drop and Give Me 50 is the song. So that was Drake's first response. Then there was still no response from Kendrick.
Right.
After that song. So then Drake drops Tailor Made, which is strictly for Kendrick, where it's the one song where he actually calls out Kendrick. But it's Drop and Give Me 50 is doper. Tailor Made.
I feel like the Tailor Made was really not a diss track, but like you say, it's made for Kendrick to say, hey, bro,
this ain't you.
Like you was telling me,
you haven't responded, but that's because this shit's not you. You let somebody hype you up to do this shit,
right?
But this ain't really
your lane.
And so he has Tupac AI, he has Snoop AI in the song, pretty much telling him that, like, son, this ain't you, and we disappointed in you, and blah, blah, blah. But it makes it's weird because people are like, oh man, he got the Tupac and the Snoop AI. But it's weird because it's still Drake's cadence.
Right.
And that's what makes it kind of
voice.
weird.
You hear the voice say, oh, yeah, it sounds like Tupac. It sounds like
it sounds like Tupac, but it's still Drake's cadence.
If you know how Snoop raps and you know how Tupac raps, like you said, you know Drake cadence. It's still
Drake's cadence. Yeah. Like Drake's cadence is too fast for Snoop and Pac. Because if you know Snoop and Pac's cadence, they don't rap fast at all. West Coast niggas really don't rap fast at all.
Nah, they be chilling.
That's why everybody like joke. That's why people be saying like Detroit niggas, California niggas, and niggas from the South. Well, niggas from New Orleans, we don't rap fast at all. We ain't rap a little fast, but everybody else, like BG, Juvie, Master P, them niggas don't rap fast. We are very lackadaisical. And so, yeah, just the cadence is too fast. Even though it's not stupid fast. It's not twisted fast. Absolutely not. But,
no.
But it's faster than Pac's cadence, and it's faster than Snoop's cadence. Mm-hmm. And so it's a little weird because you could tell it's Drake and they use the AI to make it Pac and Snoop. But it's definitely Drake's cadence of rapping.
It is.
Because like the cadence doesn't change when Drake gets on the track.
Yeah, no.
Because it starts with Pac, then it's Snoop, and then it's Drake. And the cadence doesn't change. It's the same cadence. It's just a different voice.
Right.
So that was a little weird. It doesn't hit, but I don't think it's meant to hit because like Taylor Made is like really slow.
Yeah, I think it's like I said.
Whereas Dropping Gimme 50 is like something you'll probably be jamming to.
Yeah. No, Taylor Made was not really, I don't feel like it was really a diss. It was a calling out to Kendrick, like you said, let him know.
Whereas the disses on the We Don't Trust You, and then of course like Drake's response on Dropping Gimme 50, those are more like something you can actually put on the radio. And they are, because they were actually released on streaming service, whereas like Taylor Made and then the next disses we talking about, like they are only on YouTube. And it was funny because Dat Piff has been posting these on their YouTube page, and somebody was in the comments like, can we take a minute and pause? Yeah, exactly. Everybody was like, can we take a pause and just like recognize the resurrection of Dat Piff?
For real.
All of a sudden.
For real.
because of what's going on.
Dat Piff? Man.
Dat Piff.
Like I haven't been on there since I was getting the Wayne mixtapes and stuff.
I clicked YouTube and like Dat Piff has been posting all of the beefs that are not on streaming service.
Bruh.
And so that's what I was like, can we just recognize the fact that Dat Piff is making a comeback in the middle of all of this?
I'm gonna have to go.
Dat Piff was where you got all of like the mixtapes, and that's where a lot of the beef and stuff was going on because they were like strictly mixtape stuff.
Yep. Strictly mixtapes.
Yeah.
But the labels wasn't gonna pay no money for you to
and also because it was like they were like, we're not gonna support this beef, especially if it gets violent. And also it's like, yeah, no, this has no radio play. Like a lot of times beef doesn't have radio play, and that's kind of, and I think that's what's keeping the Drake and Metro Boomin, Future, K-Dot, J. Cole beef, like somewhat tame, is because they still trying to get radio play out of it.
Right.
And so they're still trying to make something for the radio. Like they still trying to make hooks and choruses and all this stuff.
Not my brother Chris though.
And so that's why their beef is like pretty tame, because they're trying to still get radio play.
Yeah.
And so But yeah, drop and give me 50 is actually pretty dope. I do like drop and give me 50 because Drake is like I have some other tea. I'm just not. Like, I have some other information. You know I have a lot of information. I've known y'all for 10 plus years. Y'all know I got dirt. Like, y'all know I got dirt. Do y'all want to still go there? Like, I got dirt.
Boy. Okay.
And apparently, like, the 50 Cent, I mean, sorry. He sound like 50 Cent at this point. That's why. But Rick Ross jumping in the beef apparently is over like some legal shit. Like apparently Drake had Mo was explaining that to me. Apparently Drake had a verse on French Montana song, but he said something about Kim Kardashian.
Okay.
Then Drake decided to pull it. And so French Montana was like, no, I'm not gonna drop it. So all Drake did was send him a cease and desist. So apparently, Rick Ross is trying to beef with Drake on behalf of French Montana.
I ain't got nothing to do with it.
And so I was telling Mo that probably the reason why Drake wanted to pull that verse if he mentioned Kim Kardashian was because his homeboy was dating Kim Kardashian, Odell Beckham. Odell Beckham Jr. was briefly messing with Kim Kardashian.
That's why he wanted to pull it.
And that's probably why he wanted to pull it. When he found out that Odell was messing with Kim, he was like, oh, I'm not going to do that to my homeboy.
Right.
And nice. I guess the rap was too fire. And I mean, it also kind of proves to Drake's point that it's like, you need me. Like, because if French Montana didn't want to let that verse go and pull the verse at his request, then that verse must have been fire as fuck. And he was definitely dependent on it.
Shit.
And so apparently Rick Ross got mad because Drake sent a cease and desist. Drake is part Jewish. They gonna lawyer the fuck up.
Oh yeah. Trust and plus. Drake and them, it will be, there is documentation.
And that's not a racist stereotype. Jewish people are about their fucking business. So one thing they gonna do, he not gonna cuss you out. He not gonna fight you and none of that stuff like that. He gonna lawyer up, and he probably got a damn good lawyer. And he say, here's a cease and desist. You gonna pull that fucking album. You drop, I mean, that's the verse. If you still drop it, we gonna have problems in the discussion. And that's you ain't got money like that to be paying a lawsuit. So you just pull it.
You ain't got Drake money.
So apparently that's why. That's why Rick Ross is jumping in it. But it's like Rick Ross just, and Mo gave it the perfect description. She's like, didn't Rick Ross diss to Drake sound more like a Nicki Minaj rant? And it did. It sounds like when Nicki goes on like her little radio show and she just starts going off. Because Rick Ross is not really rapping. It's just a beat going and he's like, yeah, white boy, BBL Drake. Like, it's like, dude, are you rapping or not? Because you a bitch and you a white boy and you not respected around here and you got a BBL because we know that shit because you a bitch. Like, what?
Son.
It's like,
y'all chill out with all that, bro.
And it literally, and when Mo told me that, I was like, yeah, it does sound like when Nicki just like randomly clicks out. It just starts going off on her like tangents on her radio show.
You looking at Nicki crazy. But like I said, the Drake beef is alright.
Because I feel like the Drake beef, they fully keeping it on wax. Like, they fully keeping it on wax. They trying to get radio play out of it. So they keeping it tame. They not calling names. Except for Metro Boomin. Make some beats, bitch.
Some beats, bitch.
He actually called out Metro Boomin, but like everybody else, like he doesn't like hard up call him out.
No.
Like it's still very much of like a quiet jab type thing, which recent rap beefs are. Taps. They don't really direct it.
It's love taps.
They just make you be like, new rap beef is they like want you to listen and be like, oh, are they throwing jabs? is he talking about so-and-so? And is he talking about so-and-so to get people talking? Oh, I think he's talking about so-and-so because you remember this, and you got to like dissect the song. Like you got to write a thesis on it. You got to write a research paper on rap beefs. This time, like you got to like cite your sources and be like, yeah, because you know, this line is it because see such and such a song where he said this and da-da-da, because remember he said that, and remember he took this line from this, and he like flipped it and threw it back at him, and it, like you have to have a PhD in rap for like current rap beef. Like you gotta know all the songs, you gotta know every lyric so you can be able to decipher who they dissing, you know? It is very Da Vinci Code now. It's like, oh, it's an anagram. It's oh, he said this because it's really future spelled backwards. Like
Right. But see, like I said, the Drake beef, it's all right. Now, what I want to talk about.
Drake beef is not coming to blows. Like, them niggas are not going to be fighting at the Source Awards anytime soon.
Them niggas. Drake beef is like Martha Stewart going to federal jail, okay? It's
right.
Talk. Okay. Now.
So this is what creeps.
Shut up. I want to talk
you
about
You want to talk
because this shit shook my spirit.
This shit crept up on us.
First of all,
it crept up on everybody, really, because we were all focused on Drake. That these two niggas crept in with their bullshit.
First of all, I was asleep, going to sleep, and Creel was talking about, man, did you hear this track Chris Brown did for Quavo? And I'm like, no. So she sent it to me. I went to sleep. I got off the phone with her. I went to sleep. She sent it to me. And she like, he'll listen to it. And then, you know, he'll say something about it. So I woke up the next morning and I listened to the track. And I was like, and my eyes just got big. I'm listening to what the shit that Chris is saying. And when it got done, the track was done, I'm like, I gotta talk to Creel. We gotta talk about this shit on the podcast. Because Chris wasn't fucking playing.
No.
Like, okay, we talk, first of all, let me tell you how it's different levels to the disc game. Now, you know, you were saying how the album artwork that Drake had was, you know, the shoe size, because Kendrick Lamar had small feet for the
Drop and Give Me 50.
Drop and Give Me 50 this. Chris, his drop was called Weakest. Or was it Weakest Link?
Weakest Link.
And this nigga got a picture of Quavo eating a glizzy.
A hot dog. If you don't know what a glizzy is, it's a hot dog.
Bruh, like, wow. First of all.
Like mid, like mouth open.
About to eat that meat, you know? And it's like the disrespect in the album cover. I was like, when I saw the album, I was like, Chris is not playing.
And once again, these are not on streaming service.
No, it's not.
Unless somebody else uploaded it onto like their page or whatever on streaming service. It is not like, you're not gonna go on Chris Brown's page and find Weakest Link.
No, you're not.
Just like you're not gonna go on Quavo's page and find Over Bitches and Hoes.
Yeah, no. So when I heard that shit.
But Tinder is on streaming service, but that's because he thought that shit was really gonna rock.
When I heard that shit, I mean,
dear Lord.
Chris. Why are they fucking with you, Chris?
So we probably should,
Why?
but we probably should give some background.
You give them the background on it, and I'm gonna give you how I felt about it.
So we should give some background.
Go ahead, give the background.
Because for a lot of people who are not Chris Brown fans, if you are not a Quavo fan, if you are not, if you don't really know who Karuchi is, or like remember Sweetie dating Quavo, a lot of people, when Chris Brown's disc came out late Friday night, which he just posted it on his Insta story with the picture that said weakest link, Quavo eating a glizzy, and he just had link at the bottom to the YouTube
No
post.
other explanation or other caption, just
nothing.
Link.
He's like, here. And so for a lot of people who don't know the background, they think this is like out the blue, way left field, and all this stuff. Like, and it's not. It's actually something that has been brewing for years.
Facts.
Years. Okay. So, background. After Chris Brown and Rihanna stopped messing around, which, like, they had Chris Brown and Rihanna had the incident, blah, blah, blah. They broke up, but then Rihanna was still messing with Chris on the low because she still wanted to be with him, but she knew how everybody would feel about it. But there was a couple times when she said, fuck it, and she posted pictures of them together.
Right.
This is even after the incident. And also rumors that he was still kind of messing with Rihanna while he was with new girlfriend by the name of Karrueche Tran. At the time, we didn't know who the fuck she was. She was just this blazing chick that he was seen with. Now she's an actress or whatever. She claims to be booking busy, but like but she also feels the need to start her OnlyFans for her feet. But we will fast forward to that later. So he starts dating Karrueche. This is like Rihanna incident was 2019. Him and Rihanna was still messing around 2010. Him and Karrueche probably started messing like 2010, 11.
You hear that Creole and got them dates, baby.
Oh, whatever. And so they together and all this stuff like that. And so he's with Karrueche. Him and Karrueche break up because she finds out about his oldest daughter that he says they had on a break. It might have been him cheat. Either way, whatever. He had a break baby on her.
Right.
That's what permanently broke them up because they were on and off for some years. I think like 4-5 years.
Thank God for the break baby.
And so had the break baby. They break up. She tells everybody that he pushed her down the stairs and da-da-da. He was trying to get her back. She put a restraining order on him because apparently he was stalking her and all this stuff like that, trying to get her back. So she put a restraining order on him and all this stuff like that. So fast forward a little bit more. Migos comes out. Chris Brown takes Migos with him on one of his tours when they like just coming out.
Wait. Chris Brown takes Migos.
They would open an act. They would open an act.
Open for Chris.
They would open an act. Like when they first came out, they would open an act on one of his tours.
Quavo, you open for this man? You want to talk shit?
Hey, look at all the shit Drake did for people, and they talking shit about him.
True.
Niggas don't appreciate nothing. But anyway, so yeah. Fast forward a little bit. Like I said, Chris and Karrueche break up, and apparently Quavo messed with Karrueche like right after, but then Karrueche ends up with Victor Cruz from the Giants, the wide receiver for the Giants.
So you say Victor Cruz, I'm thinking about to say from the Young and the Restless, because that's not, because it was a Victor, wasn't there a Victor?
Victor Newman.
Victor Newman. Every time you say Victor Cruz,
Victor Cruz was the wide receiver that used to do the cha-cha and the merengue whenever he used to score a touchdown.
Gotcha.
So she dated him for like 6 years.
Damn.
So keep in mind, she messed with Quavo and then threw him to the side and still got with Victor Cruz. So she was with Victor Cruz for like 6 years, and then all of a sudden they broke up. And then like I said, we fast forward, Migos get big, whatever. Quavo's dating Sweetie. They date Sweetie. Then eventually they break up. Sweetie say he was cheating. There was also the incident in the elevator where they were fighting. It got caught on video where them two were fighting in the elevator and he dragged her and all that shit. And then they broke up for good. And then now fast forward to today. Quavo is with Karrueche. Well, rumors that they're together. So there's rumor that Quavo and Karrueche are not messing around. So that's the background. On top, so that's the other. So essentially, Quavo is messing with Chris Brown's ex. Another layer on top of this. Couple years ago, when All-Star Weekend started changing all this shit, and one of the things people have been complaining about for years, they have the celebrity basketball game.
Team. Yeah.
So a couple years ago, they didn't want to do the full teams, so they did this bullshit 2-on-2 game where they just like grabbed all of these people who were big names, and half of them didn't really know how to play basketball or were good playing basketball. And everybody said it was terrible because it was like, people was like, Lil Baby was like trash. And they were like, why the fuck did they even like ask him to play? But like, they just want to grab anybody who's big names. And they did this bullshit 2-on-2 game that a lot of people call bullshit. And so one of those people that got asked to play was Quavo. And so everybody, I remember this night because everybody was online talking about it was bullshit, including my brother-in-law and my sister. Was talking about how like it was bullshit, it was trash. Like they couldn't play basketball. Like it was the stupidest decision to not have a full-blown celebrity game. Like it was just this stupid 2-on-2 game. And Quavo was playing. And like I said, the whole internet was like, man, this shit's bullshit, man, this shit whack. And so, of course, there was also some people who was like, man, they should have had Chris Brown. Because Chris Brown used to play all the All-Star games.
Right.
Like, everybody knows he could play ball. Mm. Like, I mean, he's fucking 6-something.
Chris Breezy can ball.
He's like 6-something. Like, he could do it all. Like, people get mad, but he really can't do it all. And so, he can play basketball, and everybody knows he can play basketball, and the whole industry knows he can play basketball. And so buku people was like making comments, including other celebrities, like, man, this shit bullshit, man. They should have had Chris Brown play. And people like, man, Chris, why you ain't play? They like messaging him talking about, man, why you ain't play? So Chris Brown responded and was like, oh, well, you know how it is. And damn, me play, man, but I done embarrassed all these boys.
Straight politics.
Quavo took it personally. Being the tiny nigga he is, he took it personally. Even though it wasn't directed at him. He just was like, I'd have ran circles around all these dudes that are playing. Everybody was playing.
Talking about me, Chris.
Yeah, Quavo was like, so then Quavo messaged him like, bitch, you ain't trying to see me on the court. Nigga, I wasn't talking about you, but since you made this about you.
Since you want to bring your ass in here, let's go.
Right, so essentially Quavo like, you ain't trying to see me on the court. So then them two start going at it. Crew League come around. There was like, you had the first season, Chris didn't play that season. Second season, Chris played in that season. His team won. At the end, at the last press conference, they show where he was like, Quavo, bring your bitch ass out here.
That's right.
And so, because Quavo said he could ball better than him. So he said it. He said, Quavo, bring your bitch ass out here.
Bring that ass here, bye.
Season 3 come around. Chris' team comes back. They win again. They won the whole thing again. And so, guy asked me, he's like, hey, you called out somebody last year? He was like, yeah, Quavo. He's like, what? He's like, Quavo, bring your bitch ass out here again. I said it twice. Like, and so he been trying to see him on the court too. So, 2 layers to this shit. There's the whole like fucking with the ex-girl and
trying to
see each other on the court.
Come on.
Okay. Now, okay. So, fast forward to last Friday night. Well, no. Fast forward to, know the exact date because it's a theme right now for him. Fast forward to the 11th of this month. This is how fast this escalates. Keep up. Wow. So the 11th of this month, Chris Brown releases the deluxe version of his album 11/11. So the original album came out on 11/11, November 11th. And so now the deluxe version, which had an additional couple songs, comes out on 4/11. Okay. So that's how come I have stamps. It's not no weird thing, but that's because the album, he has a theme. So obviously. So deluxe version of the album comes out on the 11th. One of the new songs is called Freak. It features Joyner Lucas. It features Joyner Lucas, Lil Wayne, and T Grizzly. And they all rapping. It's straight rapping. There's no singing on it. It's a straight up rap song with the sample from Air Force Ones. So during the rap,
to play that one.
Yeah.
Okay.
You didn't listen to Freak?
I didn't hear that one yet.
I sent it to you.
I know. I didn't get a chance to listen to him.
So Freak, Chris raps. He mentions a line where he says, "She like the Casamigos, she don't fuck with Migos." And he say he don't fuck with Quavo. And I guess Quavo thought that was a jab at him. So one or two lines in the song set Quavo off. Oh, Chris Brown throwing jabs at Quavo and the Migos and Freak. Like 2 lines, but whatever. So Quavo responds with a song called Tender. I don't know if Quavo was trying to be funny. By making a song that sounded like R&B. And in the song, he's talking about she with a thug. She with a thug now. Don't try to get her home. Don't beat her up. It must be the drugs. And essentially like the whole song, that's what he repeats. Like it's the same theme. She with me. I'm spending money on her. She on my dick. Like that's the whole theme of the song. Like it doesn't get any deeper than that. It's very it doesn't get any deeper than that. And it's all auto-tune. And like I say, I guess maybe the jab too was that it kind of sounds R&B-ish.
Right.
So yeah, it's just like the same. It's like very repetitive. It's just like, you beat her, you on drugs. I got your bitch. Ha 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 ha. You beat your bitch, you on drugs, and I got her. Ha ha ha. Like that's literally the whole fucking song. It's like, okay, like you responded to this one line, but this is what you decided to go with.
Pretty much.
So, much. As soft as the song was, it was enough for Breezy, because we ain't gonna call him Chris Brown, to the fuck out.
Click out.
He clicked out. So, the beat is hard.
Beat very hard.
And he immediately comes out saying, Quavo's a bitch with dreads. You the weakest link in your clique. You not a boss. Oh, you dating my ex-girl? Ha ha ha. I don't give a shit. I fucked your ex while you were with her. Revenge is sweet. Don't let that line go over your head. There's something sweet about that shit. I got some tea about that bitch.
When
they set me next to you at Fashion Week, I was pissed as hell. I didn't want to fuck up the bag, but I want to break your face. Which there's video evidence of just how they look. If you look up Quavo Chris Brown Fashion Week, you will find a video of Quavo nervously texting on his phone while Chris Brown is chewing the fuck out of some gum, trying to calm his nerves. And look everywhere but Quavo's face. It is the most uncomfortable thing in the world. But you could tell Chris want to fight that nigga so bad, and Quavo's already texted back up. And that's not even coming from Chris Brown. Like, it is obvious in that video, Quavo looks nervous as shit when Chris Brown sits down, because I've seen the longer version of the video, and Quavo was sitting already. And Chris walks in and has to sit down next to him.
Son.
And so there's that part. And so we're getting to it.
Okay,
we're getting to it because it's at the end of the song. So after all this build up of you the weakest link, you trash, you fucking my ex-girl, I don't care. I fucked your girl while I was with her and she was pillow talking. I want to bust your face at Fashion Week, but I gave you a pass because I didn't want to mess up the money. There was also, your last album was so trash that we use it as a weed tree. Ooh. And then he said, rest in peace, Take Off. You the realest one. It's crazy how when he died, everybody wished it was you instead. Nigga.
So.
Which, that part is true. And I know that shit hurt. And a lot of people, and funny thing is, show you how the internet, people get on the internet lie. No one said that. And I'm glad Just Hilarious called out Charlamagne, because Charlamagne, I never said that. I never said that. And she was like, you may not have said that, but a lot of people on the internet did. Especially since Quavo is the one that started the fight that got Takeoff killed.
Man,
that I know that shit stung.
When I heard that part, my jaw dropped because I'm like, I can't believe Chris Brown.
Everybody's mouth dropped. I saw a lot of
crazy.
I saw a lot of reaction videos, and the reaction for that line was the same for everybody. It was just like everybody bobbing to the music going, and then you just see everybody go.
I was so. I said I was so like shocked because I'm like, this can't be Chris. What you doing? Like,
because that wasn't Chris. That was Breezy.
We don't do that, Chris. We don't know. No, Chris. We don't do that. We don't talk about
not modern beef.
Well, yeah, that's what I'm saying. I'm like,
I tell you who was proud.
But man,
Tupac and Ice Cube were very proud.
Right, but when I heard it and I heard the way he fished it, I'm like, jeez, this boy is crazy. This boy is crazy, but he's man. Whew. But when I heard that, I got excited. I just re-listened to it before we started the podcast because I'm like,
no, it gets you hype. Like it's like hype, and it's like 2.5 minutes of like no chorus really.
Right, just straight
like
going.
It's just going for like 2.5 minutes. Like, it starts with the, who want to smoke with me? Who want to smoke with me? Who want to smoke with C? Like, that's what it starts. And then he just goes. And then he ends with that, who want to smoke with me?
Hey.
Who want to smoke with me?
Hey.
And that's the end of the song. The song is only like 2.45 or something like that.
Straight to the point.
Just straight, direct. Like, there was no like, who could this be about? Oh my God, who could this be about? No, he flat out says, Quavo's a bitch with dreads.
Bruh.
At the beginning of the song. So just in case you didn't know, this whole diss track is about him. The album cover, it's about him. Like, there's no ifs, ands, buts, mistakes, or anything. It is about him. It is about him. Don't get it twisted.
So, like I said, Chris did that. He dropped that bomb. And somehow Quavo...
After 48 hours, because he dropped it Monday. So Chris dropped this late Friday night.
Quavo mustered the courage.
Everybody was like, dog, just don't. Everybody kept saying for days, like, Quavo, you can't say, like, what can you say? Don't say nothing. Like, just take your L and just end this. Because you dropped Tinder and that was weak as hell. Don't do it. Like, don't.
So
don't.
Quavo drops this new album.
This new song.
A new song.
Once again, only on YouTube. Called over hoes and bitches or over bitches and hoes.
And his cover art is, of course, a picture of him supposedly choking.
Yeah, so there's an old picture that the paparazzi caught of Chris Brown choking this girl. Chris Brown lawyers say they were play fighting.
Okay.
I don't know. Either way, it looks bad. Whether they'll play fighting or not, the shit looks bad. But he got caught like with his hand around this girl's throat, like it had her back.
Cool.
And so Quavo, honest to God, with with the way that this came out, I feel like most of the 48 hours was spent on finding an artist to do the artwork.
Less on the music, more on the artwork.
And digging for Takeoff's vocals.
Bruh. Son.
Quavo. I'm not a hard Amigos fan, but I also don't hate you.
I don't
but nigga,
hate either, but
nigga, why? Like, you should have just not said anything.
Just chill out, bro. Because now, if this nigga comes back, I don't know if Chris will.
He said he not.
He's not?
He said he's not even going to waste his time.
Look, he wanted done. Because I ain't gonna lie, that what Chris dropped is a mic drop. So it's like,
he
this
doesn't
nigga ain't gotta
need
even
to
say nothing more. Ain't gotta say nothing more.
I want him to, though.
Me too, but he don't have to, though.
Like, I kind of want the nail in the coffin. Like,
I want the nail in the coffin.
Okay, but let's
in the hole with the dirt on top.
Yeah. So Quavo comes back with Over Bitches and Hoes. Because once again, there's layers to this. Oh, I forgot about the main part of the backstory. At one point, Migos tried to jump Chris Brown at the BET Awards.
They forgot to?
No, I forgot. To add that part.
Oh, they did. They jumped him?
They jumped Chris Brown, or at least tried to, backstage at the BET Awards.
Why?
Because this beef has been going on for fucking ever. I think that was like in 2017. Yeah, this beef has been going on forever. That's why it's not left field. So yeah. So bitches and hoes come Over Bitches and Hoes come out, because I mean technically it is, which in a fucked up sense, like Karrueche going out bad. We'll get on that part too. So Quavo drops the song Monday.
Mm-hmm.
And got the album artwork of him choking Chris Brown.
Mm-hmm.
And essentially the song is like Tender, but like it's like the same thing as Tender, but it's like a more rap song. But like this time he went, now Chris Brown essentially said, you the weakest link in Amigos.
Right.
And y'all are nothing without Takeoff.
Right.
And you need Takeoff.
Right.
And you ain't shit without him.
Right. And to prove that,
to
prove Chris' point.
And so to get back at Chris, you go and you find Takeoff's vocals from something else he recorded. Talking about these niggas pussy.
Right. Try to make it seem as...
So he said you need Takeoff because you're not strong enough. You're not a strong enough rapper. So you go get Takeoff, who's been dead for a year and a half. Okay?
Hey, bro, I need you right now.
And immediately off rip, Takeoff goes back to, you beat Rihanna, you beat Karrueche, you tried to fight Tiana Taylor, but Usher wouldn't let you. And you on drugs, and you a cokehead, and you a coked out Michael Jackson, and you beat women, and you this, and you that, and you this, and don't bring up Takeoff. I got a bullet for you, and because that's what niggas who lose and do. They always ready to shoot.
Right.
And so, because that's usually how you know. That's usually how you know. That's usually how you know somebody like in their feelings and lost and don't have a comeback. It's when they be like, well, nigga, I'll shoot you. Nigga, you ain't got nothing. Like, you have nothing else. Like, cause then he was like, yeah, we stomping the yard. You saw how that ended. It was like, okay.
No.
Oh, so you gonna shoot him. All right, cool.
Exactly.
You know, you ain't got nothing else. You ain't gonna fight him. You ain't gonna play basketball against him. Which you big could have settled this shit on the basketball court.
We didn't even have to get this far. Okay,
you could have just settled this on the basketball court, but now you want to go straight to just being like, you gonna shoot him.
If you would have just played that man, you might still had a career intact. But now, the way things looking, my boy, you might as well go be a fisherman somewhere, cause you. Whoo.
But he like immediately just went back to that. Like, the bars are trash. They don't flow. It's just him just like sprouting up shit. Oh, niggas ran in your house and tied up your aunt and robbed you because you ain't paid them. And like, this is all like, you just repeating headlines.
Exactly.
Like, it's almost like, and somebody said that it was like, yeah, y'all fussing about K-Dot not responding to J. Cole, you know, after 2 weeks. But like, Quavo rushed and responded in 48 hours, and that shit sound like he typed it in the chat GPT and just let it write it for him. And that's what it sounds like. It sounds like he went to chat GPT and went, negative Chris Brown headlines make it sound like a Migos track. Enter. And it wrote all of these damn lyrics, including shitty ad-libs. You tried to fight Tiana, but Usher wouldn't let you. Usher.
Yeah.
Niggas ran up in your crib and tied up your auntie because you ain't pay. Auntie. Like, nigga, what?
Yep. Make you dance with the Drake.
Dog. And he's like,
Son.
Don't talk about Takeoff. And
Yeah,
I'm still tore up about it because I did that shit. Yeah, because it is your fault that Takeoff is dead.
I still
Let's be
wonder
real.
who did it.
Yeah, I'm the one who did it.
No, he said I still want to find out who did it.
Yeah, I still want to find out who did it. And everybody's like, the nigga was right there.
Right there.
Right there. You know who did it. You know who you got in an argument with.
There.
It's been 1.5 years. What happened?
Still supposedly looking for them. Man, go sit down.
Go sit down. Like, go sit down. Like, everybody's like, we told you don't come out unless you was really coming hard and you came with this bullshit. Like, you are surrounded by a bunch of yes men who are hyping you up to continue this damn beef against an R&B singer who embarrassed you as a rapper, who had a better diss rap, the hardest diss rap of everybody. And that's like a consensus amongst Chris Brown fans and non-Chris Brown fans. Like, the fact that an R&B singer had to come out with the hardest diss track of everybody. And I'm not saying the Quavo diss ain't... The Quavo follow-up isn't terrible, but it's nowhere near to...
Chris.
That's what I'm about to say. It's nowhere near to the level it needed to be to respond to Weakest Link.
It's not a response.
It was nowhere near close enough. Like, you really just put this shit out. Like, you let your friends buck you up and be like, yeah, son. Yeah, son, that shit hot. That shit gonna hit. And it's like, it don't hit. And you actually had some stuff that could have stung. You clearly had the ammunition that could have stung had you actually put in the effort in the lyrics, in the flow, in some wordplay, but you didn't. Like, you didn't put any effort into it because you have convinced yourself, I'm Quavo, nigga. I could do whatever. And that's the problem with hip hop in general, is that niggas are just like, I am who I am and everybody love me, so I could put out whatever. And it's like, nigga, you in the middle of a fucking rap beef. This nigga told you he fucked your girl while you was with her and dished all the fucking dirt. You pulled all your dirt from fucking TMZ. Like, nigga, this is all shit we read on TMZ. Like, you ain't got no secret dirt that you pulled out. You literally just rambled a bunch of shit we already knew. And that's what everybody's like, son, just come with it.
Old facts. Give us something new.
Like, this is all shit we already knew. These are all headlines. Like, we all read all about this shit. Whether it was true or not. These are all headlines we read. come with some shit that we don't know. Come with some dirt you don't know. But I also feel like you don't have enough friends in the industry to have dirt on him.
True.
Like, I think that might be also proof that there's more people in the industry that fuck with Chris Brown than fuck with Quavo. And then you talk about, and then once again, I got your girl, I got your bitch, that bitch on my dick, da 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 da. You fell off. And I was like, fell off where? When he fell off? This nigga going on tour this summer. What you doing? You at home. When the last time you went on tour?
Where he at though?
Nigga, when he fell off, I got more money than you. That's why she with me. And everybody's like, you can Google and see that he's worth like double you.
But like,
he got more streams than you. He's worth more than you. And he's still working. Y'all still trying to find y'all sound post Takeoff.
and y'all not.
Because Takeoff wrote y'all shit. Like, let's be real. Like, Takeoff wrote some of your shit. And as much as you want to deny it, like, your 2 diss tracks kind of proved, like, the shit ain't there for you.
You the weakest link, baby, eating that glizzy.
Like, you're the weakest link. You are. Because Offset was fine by himself.
He was.
And so what you doing? Like, you... Because when the Migos broke up, because of your fucking mouth, once again, Offset was doing all right.
He's doing quite fine.
What you had to do, you had to make an album with Takeoff. Because you can't do it by yourself.
I need you, bro.
But, like, it's just not there. And, like, another person said, which is true, too, is, like, his songs sound like Migos songs.
Who,
Quavo. His songs sound like any Migos song. Like, they came up with one kind of rhythm, one kind of type of sound, and haven't evolved from that.
Right.
And Future hasn't either. Future's the same thing. Future hasn't evolved either.
Yes,
They've both been they've all been in the game for probably close to a decade, if not a decade now. And y'all haven't evolved yet. Like, y'all haven't evolved. Y'all haven't bothered to evolve. I'll be like, man, I'm going to try to be better.
Man, I don't think they...
I'm going to try to grow as a person. Like, y'all still rapping, like, y'all in y'all 30s still rapping like y'all 20. Like, and still trying to rap about shit like y'all 20.
Exactly. That's what I was about to say.
And that's what I'm saying. And, like, how I say, like, Crucci's, like, going out bad. Like, nigga... In Tinder, he's like, yeah, I'm with her. I just told her keep it out of public and off the gram. So you bragging about being with the girl, but you like forcing her to be secretive about your relationship.
Well, of course.
Then you put out another song and you spend your whole time referring to her as your bitch, your hoe, your this, your... I don't give a fuck if you in a rap beef. You not referring to me as a bitch or a hoe.
She probably checked him. She probably checked him in there.
And that's what I'm saying.
Like, motherfucker, who the fuck you think you talking to?
One of my thing is too, you gonna fuck around and turn, and then, another like weak ass line in the song that came back to bite him, talking about I could turn any one of these models into Sweetie, taking a jab at her, I guess. And Sweetie said, she had a screenshot of him and her DMs around the time the picture of her and Chris Brown at the USC game came out. Unread in her DMs. And she's like, oh yeah, hopefully that new chick that you trying to turn into me and respond to your messages. Cause bro, like, and that's what I'm saying. Like, you gone, and like I said, Carucci, everybody just referring to her as a hoe and a bitch, and yeah, you like Quavo out here trying to make it seem like you just some thirsty model chick that's chasing him around. Cause I told that bitch keep it off of Instagram and keep it out the public. She my bitch, and that bitch be on my dick, and that bitch be sucking me up, and that bitch be this, and that bitch, and that's literally how he refers to her the entire song. Both songs.
But it's supposed to be your boo, your thing.
Like, all attendees, like, yeah, a bitch with a thug, a bitch doing this, a bitch doing that, a bitch with me. Like, dog. Like, I don't care if you're in a rap beef. I don't care how you feel like that sounds even more thug. Like, nigga, like,
So let me ask you this.
You
Priya.
talking about you treat me better than he do, but you referring to me a bitch every line.
Let me ask you this. What do you think is next for this beef?
Oh, they gotta fight.
They gotta fight. they gotta scrap this shit out.
Cause Quavo's not coming with the bars.
He's not.
He's not coming with the bars of the beat.
He's not. That's why I say, let's go ahead. I'm shaking that thing.
Yeah.
Oh, I'm sorry. That's why I was about to say, let's go ahead, bring back Crew League. Special edition.
No, they've gotten far beyond that. They gonna fight.
That's so big. Let's fight. Let's take it to the motherfucking streets.
There's gonna be.
I was looking for them, and they looking for me. And we can scrap out here like $2 motherfucking dollars. You heard me? Yeah, let's go. Let's do this.
Cause they gonna fight.
Well, let them fight.
An elbow gonna be thrown, and they gonna fight.
Man, let them fight.
They gonna fight. They gotta fight. Cause elbows are gonna get thrown. Cause that's what makes it even worse. It's Crew League. And so it's not. Yeah, Quavo got a little height. He's 5'10".
How tall is Chris? Quavo's 5'10".
6'1".
Chris is 6'1". Now, let's just say, if they was to ever get into a physical altercation, Chris got his ass off a jump back, being that Chris got more stamina than that boy. Chris be dancing.
He does.
So it wouldn't be, it wouldn't be, I mean, it would.
And that's the thing. Well, Chris be dancing and playing basketball. Quavo be trying to play basketball. Because here's the thing, Chris Brown won both of his seasons of Crew League. Quavo didn't even get out the first round. After all that trash talking, he didn't even get out the first round. Because season 4 was all Atlanta. And so you had Quavo and Waka Flocka and all that. And Waka Flocka won the season. Quavo didn't get out the first round. So there's that. You know. Link. And that's the thing, like, nigga, you, like, yeah, you might ball here and there, you might shoot around, but, like, to actually be running back and forth on the court, playing an actual game is, like, that's something totally different.
I don't even think it's full court, huh?
It's not even full court.
It's not even full court. Quavo, it's not even full court.
It's not even full court.
That man. What's up with that?
It's not even a full court game, but, like, you trying to fight somebody who plays basketball,
right?
Dances and sings for an hour and a half, not even a 45-minute set. Because when I went to the Chris Brown concert, it was a 45-minute set split in half. So it was an hour and a half. Okay. So yeah. And then you talking about he on coke. You know how much energy cocaine give you? Nigga, you smoke weed and do perks. That's different.
You doing downer drugs.
Like, you smoke weed, do perks, and drink codeine, which are all downers. And you talking about Chris does coke. Coke gives you energy.
Boy, that coke hype you up, boy. Hypes you up.
So even if that is true, if he do a line and you pop a perk, you are done.
Which, I'm not saying they gonna do drugs, but...
No, but I'm saying
hypothetically
speaking, because everybody like that's kind of what made Quavo mad too, is because everybody points out the hypocrisy, which Chris also pointed out in Weakest Link. Like, you want to talk about me beating girls, but like, there's video of you beating up Sweetie in the elevator, but you want to talk about me. Like, I'm not saying what I did was right, but like, stop calling like it's the pot calling the kettle black. Like, you the last person to want to bring up what I did, like, when you
never did no dirt.
Like, you didn't beat up Sweetie in the elevator
recently.
And it's the same. And somebody else also brought up the fact that, oh, you want to keep talking about Chris Brown doing drugs? Didn't you get arrested for possession of perks and codeine? Like, bruh.
I know.
But that's also a problem too. Like, oh, Chris Brown does cocaine. Yeah, Chris Brown does white people drugs. Y'all out here popping any pills that somebody give y'all ass.
But it goes back to it goes back to what you were saying.
Oh, well, codeine and perks ain't drugs. It is though, if you're not prescribed it.
But it goes back to what you were saying when it's okay for this person to do it, but if this other person, it's not okay for this person to do it, but if another person did something,
people really did let that sweetie shit slide.
Right.
Like, people really pretend like that shit didn't happen. Like, it happened and she didn't press charges. So everybody was like, oh, well, she didn't press charges and, I guess it's fine. Like, I literally watched a reaction video of a dude who's like a Quavo dick rider and was like, I mean, it really wasn't a fight. It was more of a tug of war.
Tug of war? From what Chris dropped?
Huh?
Talking about what Chris dropped and what he put up?
Talking about the Sweetie situation.
Oh, the Sweetie.
The Sweetie elevator situation.
A tug of war.
He didn't really beat her. It's more of like a tug of war
over
something.
Video. I want to see this. Was there a rope between the two? They had another.
Child, no. She was leaving with some bags and stuff like that, and he chased her down and was like trying to snatch the bag, and they were fighting back. And he like pinned up against the wall and all of that stuff like that, and she ended up falling and all that stuff. And essentially like dragged her back out the elevator.
Wow, son. But like I said,
but because she didn't press charges,
right?
Like,
That's what I was about to say.
People brush it off and act like it didn't happen. Like, nobody's running around and going, oh, but you put your hands on Sweetie. As much as like they still be like, oh, Chris Brown put his hands on Rihanna. Chris Brown put his hands on Rihanna. Chris Brown put his hands on Rihanna. And it's like, Chris Brown was also a teen. And Quavo was a grown ass man. Not saying it's any better, but you would expect like better self-control out of a grown man than you would a teen.
Boy, Quavo
and here's my thing. Here's the thing. The teen took accountability, took his lick, and took probation and went to jail and all that shit. The grown ass adult sat up there and pretended like it didn't happen. And we actually saw that one on camera. We saw the results of one. We saw the actual camera footage of the other one. And people really just fucking glossed that shit over.
I don't know why. Like I said, they
but it's a pick and choose. It's a pick and choose. It's a pick and choose because Shade Room definitely tried their hardest. Tried their fucking hardest to be like, yeah, Quavo's track was really good, wasn't it, guys? Like, they posted like 3-4 times and was like, what you think, roommates? Because that's what they call their people, roommates. What you think, roommates? They posted the first part. Like, they posted a part of it. It was like, what you think, roommates? And everybody was like, this shit ain't hitting. This shit ain't it. This ain't it. No, he should have just stayed quiet. Then it was like, oh, part 2. Quavo mentions this, that, and other. Quavo mentions this, that, and other. And it was like, people still was like, nah, that shit ain't hitting. It ain't hitting. It's not doing it.
Other than that, nothing.
No, then they posted again. Hey, roommates, we got a poll. Who had the harder diss? And everybody's like, how many times are you gonna fucking ask us this? Like, people really was in the comments like, how many times you gonna fucking ask us this? But if you want to embarrass yourself, okay,
Chris,
fine, we'll vote in the poll. So today, this morning or late last night, they were like, all right, roommates, we have the results of who had the hardest diss. And that bitch said like 80-something% Chris Brown.
Exactly.
And like 6% Quavo.
I want Chris to come out with another one though. Just one more.
A nail in the coffin.
A nail in the coffin for us. Then after that, you could walk away from the whole shit. Cause wherever you come out, I know it's gonna be solid. I know you're gonna win it.
Yeah.
So just go ahead and get that shit done and end that shit right now.
Yeah, just nigga. But I think the consensus is like the only thing Quavo can do is fight. Cause because the rapping is not doing it. The rapping is not doing it. You had to go find
put that in
old audio of Takeoff. You have to find like an old. I would definitely fucking play as Chris Brown on Fortnite. Oh, I fucking would. And it had
no. The whole squad would have to be Chris Brown. So everywhere he looked,
fucking right.
This Chris Brown motherfucker keep killing me.
And it has to be the blonde hair Chris Brown.
Yes,
it has to be the blonde hair Chris Brown. With the current Dragon Ball Z tattoo on his chest.
Okay.
Yes. I would fucking definitely play.
All right,
Fortnite,
then.
Please get on that.
I think Fortnite has Chris Brown.
No, I don't think so.
You don't think?
I don't think so. That needs to happen. I would definitely
Fortnite.
I would definitely fucking play.
Bring out the Quavo. We need the Quavo and Chris Brown skins for Fortnite. Please make that happen, Fortnite.
Quavo said light skins and dark skins about to divide the world. Why not?
Let's do it on Fortnite.
Oh, I was so fucking pleased.
Yes.
Chris Brown on Fortnite.
They do his little dance thing after you kill him and shit.
Oh yeah. It has to be like the full package, like when they rolled out the Bruno Mars and The Weeknd and Lady Gaga. Like it has to be like a dance. Like it has to come with the dance and the backpack, and like it has to be a full package.
Yes,
that I can buy.
The Chris Brown and Quavo battle pass. That's what we need. The Chris Brown and Quavo battle pass.
Oh my God, that might be the closest we get to Def Jam Fight for New York.
Might be.
Oh, just drop like a rap pack. Like a season where it's just like rappers with a battle pass. Okay, now the nerd is coming out of me.
And look, Fortnite, if you take our fucking thing, we want
I want to cut. I want to
cut. Because this is being recorded and copyrighted. So whatever you take from this bitch and this happens, we want to cut.
Dude.
We need Quavo and Chris. We need Drake against the whole Rick Ross. Fucking even put Metro ass on there.
Man, MTV, just go ahead and bring back Celebrity Deathmatch.
Man, they ain't gonna bring that back.
Bring
that
back
shit. That shit.
Because these sensitive ass kids wouldn't handle it. You promoting violence.
They wouldn't be able to handle it.
Bring back Celebrity Deathmatch. Because there's way too much going on. Oh my God. Because there's so many people that need to fight Kanye. Okay. We didn't even talk about Taylor Swift beefing with Kim Kardashian.
Wait, they're beefing?
Yes, Taylor Swift has a diss track against Kim.
Taylor Swift has a diss track?
Yes. The world is wild.
I don't want to talk about it. We're going to save that.
We're going to save that because we got to listen to that.
I got to listen to this shit.
We got to listen to it.
Taylor Swift
has a Kim Kardashian diss track.
Wow.
Meanwhile, Kanye is trying to insert himself into the Drake beef also. Talking about I fucked your girl in the Sean John tank top.
You know what? I'm about to tell Relic to get on the bandwagon and do a diss track with Drake from them other niggas.
Light skins up 1 million.
Let's go. Bro, what is going on?
Light skins. It's our summer. Light
skin summer.
It's our summer. We taking this shit back. Light skins up 1 million. Let's go.
Bruh. Shit wild. You hear me?
Yes.
Shit is wild.
Light skins are up. The light skinned niggas are out here.
Fucking Taylor Swift and Kim K.
Taylor Swift and Kim K. Taylor Swift has a diss song. In the midst of all of this, Taylor Swift dropped a surprise album and has a diss with Kim K.
Son, why?
And then Kanye came and tried to insert himself in the beef. We're not even gonna waste our time. Like, as soon as you said I fucked your bitch in a Sean John tank top, first, where did you find a Sean John tank top? Actually, he was doing the interview and that bitch looked dusty.
Who,
Kanye.
Man, Kanye is some
No,
other
I'm
shit.
saying that shirt looked dusty. Like, it looked
That's
like he
what I'm saying.
went digging in a box and found that fucking tank top.
Kanye
just so
is
you could say that. That nigga, go continue to be weird with your new wife, with your outfits and shit.
I'm gonna tell you this, the only thing is this. If this beef somehow triggers old Kanye back, then I'm all for it.
Yeah.
But if it's gonna be this weird ass Kanye that he is, it has been for the past century, I'm done.
Like Kanye really just came out of nowhere and was like, yeah, remember I hate Drake too. Pay attention to me. I don't like Drake either.
Shit, motherfucker. He didn't want to be a slave. He want to be free. So I hate that nigga.
I think he better than us because he half white.
Must be tripping.
Once again, we know that. Like, them bringing up that Drake is like half white. It's like, just not shit we don't know already. It's not even shit he lied about.
Right. We saw his dad.
We saw his
mom.
We saw his dad is black. We know his mom is
and if you
Jewish.
try to bring up
he
the
has
whole...
joked about being Jewish.
Right.
He was on SNL joking about having a bar mitzvah.
And if you try to joke about, the whole kid situation, it's like, bruh, it's like...
You denied your kid. Have you looked at his kid? His kid looks nothing like him or the baby mama.
Exactly.
It's not until you put his son with his mama, you go, oh, yeah, that's where it comes from.
Exactly, from the grandparents. So, like, like I say, with all that being said, son, I'll leave them light-skinned motherfuckers.
I don't know what the eclipse did on the 8th.
It woke up something.
But mother.
It woke up something.
Cause I remember sitting here with my dad and was like talking about like change, and I'm about to get like, not super religious on y'all, but like we were both just talking about like eclipses, like solar eclipses, usually when put in any kind of story, it's like change or like a spiritual awakening or like a sign that like forces or something's changing.
Yeah, it's something.
And I was telling him how like growing up, because I went to Catholic school all my life, how growing up, of course, like every Lent they would show us like the crucifixion of Jesus. And every version of it, whether it was the super kiddie version, cartoon version, or like a live action version or whatever, if you notice, every time there's the crucifixion, and before Jesus say, "Into your hands I commend your spirit," there is a solar eclipse. Like that's the visual they always give you. I don't think they say it in the Bible directly, but every time I've seen it depicted on
a solar eclipse.
Yeah, whether it's a cartoon or whatever, they always show there was a solar eclipse. Almost like to be like, the solar eclipse came, he looked up and said, "God, I'm ready to go." And then the earth shook, and then his head dropped, and then the eclipse was over. That's always been the visual that they've always at least showed us when we were kids. Like I said, even the cartoon version that they would show us when I was in elementary school showed that. And so, that being said, so me and my dad was sitting up here talking about how, that, and I think a lot of people felt that. Your mom said that too.
Oh, Lord.
That, no, but just saying like when the eclipse happened, everybody kind of felt like a shift.
Right.
Now, I don't know if this was the shift we were asking for. Because ever since the damn eclipse, we got the We Don't Trust You album and the Drop and Give Me 50 and the Tailor Made and
but hey, this might be
fucking Freak and Tinder and Weakest Link and Over Bitches, and like we all of a sudden it's just like, and not like I said, Taylor Swift and Kim Kardashian, it's like everybody's airing their grievances. Like everybody just like, the eclipse just like woke up. It's like, I want violence. You know what? You know what the eclipse is like?
What?
To give y'all a visual, if you watch Boondocks, you remember the story of Stink Meaner when Grandpa fought the blind old bitter man? And remember Riley was talking about the Source Awards, and he was like, when you throw a chair, that's what starts the fight. Like it gets everybody angry. Like a nigga gotta throw a chair and that's what starts the fight.
Yeah.
That's what the eclipse was. The eclipse was the throwing of the chair. The eclipse was the throwing of the chair. Everybody watched the eclipse. And then when it was over, everybody was like, I'm gonna tell motherfuckers just how I fucking feel. This shit's beautiful. Like this fucking eclipse is beautiful. You know what? This fucking inspires me to like live life to the fullest. Fucking YOLO. Like I'm telling everybody how I fucking feel. I ain't holding shit back. And like that's what happened. Cause dog, for us to go from, and this is probably how we gonna wrap this up, to go from subtle jabs with K. Dot, J. Cole, Drake, Future, Metro Boomin, Weekend, also with the subtle shots, and then fucking R&B dancing ass Chris Brown comes out with like the hardest hitting diss track in probably the last decade. Probably decade plus, a la Hit 'Em Up and No Vaseline. Oh, and then Taylor Swift drops a surprise album and drops a diss track on Kim Kardashian, which, like, let's be real, white artists don't like instantly come up with diss tracks. So she been working on this.
White artists come up with a diss track.
So this just so happened to fall in the middle of the beef. Like Taylor Swift dropped the album. And like Taylor Swift dropped the album and like she's like, I want the smoke too. It's like, whoa. What is 2024? This is not a real time. What is happening? April has been crazy. April has been so, oh my God.
Aries, baby.
Yo,
Sun.
Aries Taurus season is some, oh my God.
Let's go, baby.
Because Chris Brown and Taurus definitely kicked off Taurus season with some, oh.
Let's go, baby.
Jesus Christ. Because what is this month? This is, yeah, we had to do this podcast because
we had to.
Jesus, so much, and I'm not even exaggerating, so much happened as soon as we hit that stop record button. Hell, just hours after we finished recording, we found out that Ashanti and Nelly are engaged and pregnant.
Having a baby.
That was just hours after we ended the podcast. Like right after the podcast, I was like, fuck, like this happened? Damn. Yeah. So they back together after they previously dated. And there's a lot of Gen Zers who didn't know that they previously dated. They online going, this old man dating. Nah, like Ashanti's also 40-something. Nelly's almost 50, but they previously dated. Like, y'all too young to remember, but they previously dated. Then he got with this other chick that he just never saw as a wife. And then when they broke up, like, him and Ashanti hooked up at, like, Versus or something like that. And they've been together for, like, a year or two now. And he is, like, happier than ever. And he ain't waste no time putting a ring on it and knocking her up. He was like, I ain't let you go this time.
No.
And so, yeah. So that was that. And then this rap beef just, like, fucking took off. And like I said, for Taylor Swift to be like, I want the smoke also is insane. Yeah,
we're going to listen to that one.
So what is 2024? What is April 2024? Like this has been a month. And it's not even over. It's not even over. It's the 24th. Yep. We're recording this on the 24th. The month is not over. And I'm just wondering what we have in store for like the last week and some change.
What we got 6 more days before it's over.
We have 6 more days before it's over.
So,
oof.
We shall see. If something pops off, we will do our best to get together, convene. Like they say,
I'll tell y'all this honestly. if shit stay this spicy and stay this interesting, because that's another reason why we haven't been doing the podcast like back to back to back to back to back. Life just wasn't interesting. There was like a serious lull in life.
Yeah, there really was nothing but going on. This is the same usual work, pay your bills type bullshit. Even in the world itself, there wasn't anything popping off. So,
but yeah, we had to. We had to. Saturday morning when Retro heard that weakest link, he was like, I was about to wake you up and be like, we recording now. We're recording now. But the only problem is Retro had switched shifts and he had to work that morning. But Retro was ready to record Saturday. Like, no, we have to talk about this now. But I am kind of glad that we held off. That way we got the Quavo response and all of that stuff to kind of flesh it all out.
Right. So like I said, we will, when shit pop off, we will come up with we will record, okay? Guarantee that I will make sure we will find a way to make sure that we record when shit pops off, okay?
Ooh, this shit was exciting.
It was.
This episode was exciting.
It was. I enjoyed it. Other than that, anything else you want to talk about?
Oh no, let's just end it on that note.
All right, man. Shout out to my nigga Chris Breezy and Drake holding it down for the light skin
up
niggas.
$1 million.
You feel me?
Light skins versus everybody.
Man, dangerous out here in these streets. Y'all make sure y'all tune in, subscribe, listen, share the link. You know, share
us with a friend.
That's right. Tell one, tell all.
Don't tell me, man, y'all should be bigger than what y'all is and bruh. Don't tell me that if you ain't suggesting me to friends, if you ain't sharing us, if you ain't posting us.
That's what I'm saying.
If you think we should be bigger than what we is, you need to share us with your people. You tell 10 people and they tell 10 people and they tell 10 people and that's how we grow. But don't tell me we supposed to be bigger if you ain't sharing.
Shit, now you don't want us to do a diss track on y'all motherfuckers.
Ooh.
I get
y'all know I'm light skinned.
I get Drake.
Cause when they go low, we go to hell.
This girl crazy.
Don't let me go light skin on you, cause this shit got me all kinds of hype. But I won't fight everybody. I was clicking out at work yesterday.
Why you was clicking out at work?
I wasn't clicking. I wasn't really clicking out, but the mouth was kind of sassy yesterday.
Yeah, I was trying to find
what, the video from picture from No Guidance?
No. So when you do I don't know if y'all do that in Catholic church. Do y'all have a church covenant?
Church covenant?
Yeah.
I mean, we have a bunch of prayers. I don't know if we particularly have a church covenant.
I was trying to find the one. See, that's how I figure some of that stuff is made up. Anyway.
Oh yeah. I think each church has their own one.
Right. But at the end of the covenant, there's a thing that they say. I just wanted to end the podcast with it. Don't quote me on it, but when you leave from this place and go out to congregate with others, you know, make sure you come back and visit us, and bring somebody with you. Bring a church member with you.
Yes.
Bring a listener with you. Say, come listen to these people. They crazy. Retro wild. The mouth on that boy is crazy. And Creole, she knows every fucking thing. She knows too much shit.
I do.
Come listen to us. Because we're gonna get it. But we're gonna get there. That's all there is to it. But this is your boy Retro.
And this is your girl Creole.
And it's been another episode of All But Yeah. We love y'all. Thank y'all. Take care. Peace. Yo, Chris, holla at your boy.
But yeah.